Where do we begin? The thing is, I tried to take a lot of pictures, right? However, I was actually way busier than I thought I was gonna be. Like, way, way, way busier. You know, I met a lot of people because of that. I went out for drinks with Connor, and it was pretty fun. We talked about a lot of stuff. Just did a lot of cool things. He took me to some, like, really cool places that I'd never seen. It was really nice to meet Connor. He's a really good guy, really fun guy, and he's really down to earth. The thing is, oh god, I don't want to be this guy. I don't know. Don't take what I'm saying too seriously, but you know what? I'm gonna go full Quinn Bennett. People fake as fuck, okay? People fake as fuck. That's it. I'm going Quinn Bennett. It's coming out. So as to tell who's real and shit, right? Especially in this industry, because even if you're friendly with people publicly, I'ma just say, bro, there are a lot of people who, like, people think other people are cool with, but in real life, they're actually not that nice. You know, at the viewer's end, you can't tell, because people try to act cordial. However, after meeting Connor, I will tell you, super, super great guy, man. Actually, not just Connor. When I met Gun, I did meet Gun this trip too, but not one-on-one. When I met Gun the first time in Japan, he actually took me to, like, a bunch of places I would never consider, because obviously he lives there and he knows, like, where to go, right? And the same case was with Connor, with this one. Like, I didn't know exactly where we were gonna go. I didn't really make plans. We were just like, okay, let's like meet up or whatever, and just get some drinks and chill or whatever. Yeah, he just took me to these places I'd never considered going to, which were quite nice, actually. They were quite nice. I like people who are real. I don't care if you are, like, strong, opinionated on stuff or whatever. In fact, I probably prefer that, because the thing is, I can make an easier judge of your character. I did meet Gun, and I also met Sid, but this was at a party that we had. So there was 25 people there. Honestly, I knew about 18 of them, but there were some people who I didn't know. But there was 25 people karaoke, yes. For the most part, there was a big section of time in the karaoke where no one was actually singing. We were just kind of talking with each other. We didn't start singing until maybe like 45 minutes in. But we booked the place until like 3 a.m. So one of the people I met was Crimson Ruze, Holostars EN. I also met another Holostars person, as well as Axel again. But I hanged out with Axel a lot already. Who was the other one I met? Octavio. Very chill people. I didn't speak a lot, because I was speaking to a lot of other people and catching up, because a lot of people who I wanted to catch up with, they came to this party, and I hadn't talked with them in like a year. And we sung Basket Case together. I queued Basket Case, and then I looked back for like anyone to sing with, and Ruze, he said something like, oh, this is a banger song, or something like that. So I immediately turned to him, I was like, oh, dude, sing this with me. He was like, oh, I don't know the lyrics. I was like, yeah, you do, don't worry. And then I gave him a microphone. The moment the lyrics came on, this guy is such a frippin' liar, bro. Ain't no way. I don't know the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics, man. I don't know the lyrics. The moment the fucking instrumental kicks in, all I hear behind me is, do you have the time to listen to me whine? And I was like, okay, bro, seriously? Yeah, you don't know the lyrics? All right, dude. Sure, bro. Sure, dude. And then he just sung the whole fucking song with me. Very fun, though. It was nice seeing some new people. I hadn't talked much to Octavio, but he was also quite nice. Very, very chill. They were both very chill people. Yeah, at that party, Camellia actually came to that party and surprised me, which was awesome. It was the first time I've ever met Camellia. If you don't know who Camellia is, he is the composer of a lot of rhythm game music, as well as Detect My Love, which is a song that has a guy that sounds exactly like me in it. He's a very cool guy, very, very cool guy. It was the first time I ever met him, and he was like super nervous, and I was like, whoa, why are you so nervous? And he just kept complimenting me. He said that I was like, I don't know, he just kept saying I was a really cool guy and stuff, and like being really nice. I was like, oh my god, thank you. And then he actually gave me a few gifts as well. He put it in an Animal Crossing paper wrapping. It was very cute, very, very cute. So that was my first time meeting him as well. He was super, super nice. The thing is, there's a lot of people there, but it's like, I can't say some people because privacy reasons, right? and they might not want to be acknowledged. So I'm trying to think of who has said that they are fine or whatever. I don't know if he's cool. Dude, I want to say someone, but I don't know if he's cool. You know what? I'll just say I caught up with a certain sensei who wears green. Very nice. Very cool. We catched up like twice, actually. Like once at a party and then once just like in general. An elf? No. Those who know, skull emoji. I met Hotaru. Hotaru was really nice. She came up to me and she was trying to interact with me as best as she could in English, which was very, very, very cute. You know what she said with her limited English? She said that she deranked in Marvel Rivals because I got her to silver. She said she deranked to bronze. So yeah, that made me laugh. That was for that party, right? It was a very fun party. Any of the boys apart from Smurfman? No. But I mean, he was the guy I wanted to meet the most anyway, so. Smurfman's cool as fuck. He's pretty much the only one I've kept in contact with for the most part. Like we'll message every now and then, you know what I mean? And that's not like a bad thing. Like I'm cool with everyone, but obviously people focus on other things, right? Just like me. However, Smurfman, he checks in a lot. Yeah. He does the homie check-in quite a lot. He's the one guy that has been kind of talking to me a lot throughout the year and a half I've been gone, or 2 years, however long it's been now. I actually don't know. Time flies so much. He's offered a lot of nice things. You know, he's offered to make songs for me. He's offered to help with like mixing songs and shit, making instrumentals. He said he'll like make one for free. I was like, no, bro, what? Actually went out with him twice. The second time, he got pretty drunk. He got me addicted to lemon sours, which he did say on stream. I'd never had lemon sour before, but he had one. He let me try it, and I was like, oh, it's good. And then we just kept ordering them because they were really good. Some places had way stronger lemon sours than others, though. I will say that. We went to go karaoke together. Like, this is different from the 25 people karaoke. Like, we were just, like, doing it with each other, right? We were going to go to a Maneki Neko, which is just, like, a karaoke place. And we were just, like, talking about stuff. And he was getting, like, really into what he was talking about, right? And he was like, yeah, so it's like this fucking thing like this, right? And it's like this fucking thing. And, like, oh, my God, man. Right? And then because we were like so engrossed in talking, we walked past the Maneki Neko 3 times. We went like left and it was the wrong way, realized it was the wrong way, then went back, walked past it again, then went right and went the wrong way and realized that we were actually right next to it from where we started walking. And we were like, oh, because we were so like, we were talking so much and just like so invested in the conversation that we just walked right past all the fucking karaoke again and again and again. It was pretty stupid. But yeah, very nice. Also, his Japanese is fucking insanely good. Every single time, every time I meet this motherfucker, he's like, oh, my Japanese is not that good. I'm sorry. And then he'll like ask for the like staff, like waiting staff, and then like say like 9 full sentences and a joke and laugh with them. And it's like, are you serious? Shut the fuck up, bro. You saying your Japanese is not good. Okay, bro. Shut the hell up. Such a liar, man. He's way too humble. Get this humble shit out of here, dude. You're good at Japanese. You're good at Japanese, man. And he's really good at singing. He has improved, if anything. Like, he was already amazing. I didn't think he could improve. And then, nope, he has improved. Well, yeah, we just had a lot of conversations. He actually, like, was pretty tight because he did, like, an event. That was pretty cool. Like, a live event. He was telling me about it. Oh, he gave me a gift as well. He got me, like, a Shiba gacha. Yeah, it was, like, a Shiba Inu eating noodles. Or, like, ramen. It's pretty cute. Dude, there was one point where I was, like, a little bit scared for him. Because, like, we were walking through, like, I think Shibuya, which is a very high traffic area, right? A lot of people. And we were walking, like, after a long night on our own, right? Fucking after drinking a lot. And he was, like, pretty drunk. And he was, like, ranting about stuff. He was, like, ranting about, like, something with, like, the anime community or something like that. Like, he was, like, super invested in it because he was drunk, right? And, bro, we're walking there. It was loads of people. And he was so fucking loud. Like, he was shouting, and I was like, wait, dude, you're still corpo. I don't know if it's safe for you to be, like, doing... I didn't say anything, but in my head, I was like, bro, you are still, like, IKEA, bro. And, like, you are so loud. He was like, oh my god. Like, he was actually like that. He was like, oh. Now, and I'm here, and I saw these people, they were, like, fucking talking like this about this thing. And I was like, oh my god. Like, just ranting about, like, an anime thing. He doesn't really drink often, right? If at all. Only in special occasions. And, like, bro, I was literally like, bro, there is no way that you're shouting like that. Oh my god, it was funny though. I was kind of hyped up in the moment as well, to be fair. I was low-key fearing for him, but I was also drunk, so I didn't say anything, because I was like, I was just like, yeah, uh-huh, yeah, yes, king. Like, I was like, he was a very fun person to hang out with. He's also one of the real ones. He's very real. We did look at fan art. He told me that he saw the fan art of him, like, singing as a Smurf, and he thought it was really funny. And he thought it was really cute, the way that you guys, like, portrayed him as a Smurf. He said he wasn't the one picking the Smurf name. You called him that and he just went for it. Yeah, okay. He didn't come up with the name. I came up with that. However, when we were talking, I was like, he was like, oh, by the way, you can, like, talk about all this. Just use, like, a different name or whatever. And I was like, oh, really? Because I didn't think that I was going to be able to talk about anything because obviously, like, you know, he's still in Corpo and, like, I don't know how good standing I am with that corporation, you know what I mean? It was kind of a shock to me that he was like, oh, yeah, you can talk about this stuff. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, then. He was like, yeah, just use, like, an alias. And I was like, oh, what should I use? And he was like, well, don't you call me, like, Blue Smurf a lot? You could just use that. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And then I used that, yeah. But he didn't come up with it. Yeah, it wasn't me. We said, like, a few ideas, and then he was like, yeah, Blue Smurf is funny. Like, I seen you call me Blue Smurf before. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll just call you that. I only got to see him for, like, 2 days. But those 2 days were worth it. Because when you don't see someone for, like, almost 2 years, you have a lot to talk about, right? You really do. There's a lot to catch up on. Especially since over text, like, we talk through Discord and stuff. I have him on my main and on like, my alt account Discord and shit. But we normally only talk, like, a very small amount. And that's mainly because I'm not a very talkative person over text. When people talk to me, they're like, oh, hey, how you been doing recently? I'm like, good. And then they're like, oh, I was thinking about this. I think you said you liked this before, right? Like, do you like this? Yes. I don't mean to be a dry texter. I really don't mean to. It just happens, okay? But in real life, I actually talk a lot. Do you plan on ever meeting any of the other boys? So if it's weird to ask. Probably not. I let them do their own thing, you know? Like, if something happens naturally, then it happens, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way. Like, I haven't really talked to them, you know? I haven't talked to them, like, for 2 years. But with IKEA, I've, like, kept in contact, right? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I don't really care. You know? I have nothing against them. And I should have nothing against me. It's just, like, what it is, right? Are you still planning for Australia sometime? I want to, bro. Bro, I talked to Jordan again. Dude, Jordan saw that I landed in Japan, and he was like, what? Dude, I just got back to Australia. And I was like, what? It's like, yeah, we could have met. I was like, no. He literally messaged me. He was like, bro, so unfortunate, the timing, because he just got back. It's like, oh, man. Oh, well. I told him I want to go to Australia this year, so hopefully... I said that for last year, too, though. Yeah, would have been cool to meet Jordan. Who else did I meet? I also met Onigiri and Onibro. I drank a lot of Onibro, of course. I chilled at their house for a little bit. Onigiri has, like, a setup, like a whole setup, which has been upgraded since then. It's been upgraded like crazy. It feels like every time I go there to see her, like, setup, there is, like, more lights or cameras. Now, there was, like, 3 massive light boxes now out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck? When I was drinking with Onibro, he was talking about how he has a 3D printer. And I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. And he actually gave me this 3D printed, like, puzzle thing that he printed off. OniGiri Shadow? Yeah, Shadow. He gave it to me, and I was like, oh, are you cool with me, like, having this? Because, like, you know, this is using up your filament and shit, right? He was like, oh, yeah, it's totally cool, because, like, look at this. And he pulled out a bowl, and in this, like, massive bowl was, like, 19 fucking of the same printed, like, thing. And I was like, why do you have this many? Like, why do you have this many things? What? Why have you printed this many? He's like, that's fun. I'm like, what? I was like, why did you print one if you could just give me one from that bowl then? He was like, no, because you have to have a fresh one. It's like, what? But it's just like a cube puzzle. Like, I don't... Whatever. It was funny. We didn't drink that hard anymore, though. No, I didn't have, like, an insane, like, that red thing that I had before. I didn't have that. Did you meet the Weather Rock? Yeah, I did, actually. I did meet the Weather Rock. It was very interesting seeing the rock. Well, the first time we met this trip, I was like, oh, I want to, like, go to a TGI Fridays, because they don't have them in Indonesia, really. Like, well, maybe they do, but I just haven't seen one. So I was like, oh, I want to, like, go to one. And they were like, oh, we've never had it before. I was like, oh, that's even better. So then we went there. And, bro, it was, like, kind of... I'm not going to say it's bad. I will say it is the definition of mid. I think the good part about it, though, is holy, their drink cups are massive and refillable. I don't know what type of fucking American pill, like, cup they have there. What the fuck, bro? That's like 2 servings in 1 cup. Or like 3 servings. I don't even know. Yowie, yowie. I'm standing on your head. I'm gonna stand on your tail. Oh. Oh. Oh.